They called him the mop guy. Never bothered to learn his name, never asked where he came from, never looked twice when he pushed his bucket across the marble floors of the Regal Tower Hotel. Just a quiet man in a gray uniform, always on time, never in the way, never speaking unless spoken to. But that night when the richest woman in the city was about to vanish without a trace, the mop guy moved, and nothing would ever be the same. It started like any other evening. Guests sipping champagne in the lounge, jazz floating through the air, chandeliers glowing like a dream. Then, like shadows slipping through velvet, 4 men in tailored suits took out an entire security team in seconds. No noise, no struggle. It was surgical, lethal. The woman they were after, Harper Langston, CEO of Helix Dynamics tech mogul billionaire, and apparently a high-value target. No one saw it coming, except the janitor. He'd been mopping 10 feet away, mind on something else entirely, his daughter's science fair volcano to be exact. He was thinking about whether they'd used enough vinegar when instinct kicked in. That deep, buried part of him that had once trained for chaos. The formation of the men, the way they scanned the room, the way one reached beneath his jacket just a second too soon, he didn't think. He moved. He kicked the mop bucket hard. It slammed into one of the attacker's knees with a wet, metallic clatter. That absurd sound, a janitor attacking with a mop, broke the moment. The men turned confused, too slow. The janitor didn't fight like staff. He fought like someone who used to end fights before they started. A throat strike here, a joint lock there, a human shield. A disarmed pistol kicked across the floor. 4 men down before anyone had a chance to scream. Harper just stared. Her assistant, a sharp-eyed woman in her 70s named Maggie, clutched her purse like it was a weapon. And the janitor, this ghost in gray, grabbed Harper's arm and hissed, "Move. Now." They disappeared through a staff hallway into an elevator no one used but him. At the top, he shoved them inside and pressed the button for the penthouse. "Lock every door. Don't open it for anyone. I'm not coming with you." Harper asked, "Who are you?" He didn't answer. He was gone before the doors closed. They tried to find him later. The police, her private security, even some federal folks in dark suits. But the name on the janitor's file, Noah Ward, led nowhere. His job history was a graveyard of dead-end roles. 6 years ago, it just started. That night, he walked 3 miles back to a brick walk-up on the edge of the city. Inside, a small girl with wild curls and wide eyes peeked over the couch. "Daddy," she beamed. "You missed the explosion. It went everywhere." Her volcano had erupted early. He smiled, ruffled her hair, and said, "Guess we'll need more baking soda tomorrow." The next morning, while flipping pancakes, the news broke. Fuzzy footage of the incident played on loop. Unidentified hotel employee saves CEO from attempted abduction. His daughter Lucy giggled, mouthful of syrup. "That janitor kicks like you, Dad. When you pretend to be a ninja." His stomach dropped. They'd seen him. They'd found him. At the park later that day, he was reading well, pretending to. His eyes scanned every car, every face. That's when she appeared, Maggie the assistant. Calm, poised, dangerous in a grandmotherly way. "You're hard to find, Mr. Ward," she said. "You've got the wrong guy." She looked at Lucy playing on the swings. "She's beautiful. Her father is very brave." His voice tightened. "We're just passing through. 4 trained mercenaries don't get taken down by coincidence. My employer wants to thank you. I don't want thanks." She took a step closer. "They'll come back, you know. And next time, they won't just take pictures." He froze. That night, Harper met him in a corner diner. No guards, no suits, just her and a check for $250,000. He didn't touch it. "I don't want your money," he said. "Then what do you want?" "I want to disappear." He stood to leave. That's when her phone buzzed. She looked at it and her face drained of all color. She slid it across the table. It was a photo taken from above of Lucy, climbing the jungle gym. A red circle around her tiny body. One line below it. "Next time we won't just be watching." Something inside him broke. Or maybe came back. He looked up, eyes like ice. Who? She swallowed. I think it's Gregory Strathmore, my father's old rival. I beat him out of a merger last year. He lost everything. Said I'd pay. Noah nodded. From now on, we do things my way. The next week was a blur. The penthouse became a fortress. He called in old favors people with names like Cypher and Hawk, voices cold as winter. Security gear arrived in unmarked boxes. Every wire window entrance was swept, sealed, and monitored. Then Cypher cracked it. The mole wasn't a bodyguard. It was Harper's, chief of security. The man she'd known since childhood. Marcus, a man who'd been selling her out for months. Schematics, schedules, access codes. Harper broke down. He was at my mother's funeral. He carried the casket. Noah's voice cut in. He's the reason those men knew exactly where to go. We don't fire him. We use him. He fed Marcus a lie, a fake security plan for Harper's upcoming charity gala. Made it look like she'd be lightly guarded riding in a single car with a soft point of entry. Marcus took the bait, sent it straight to Strathmore's estate. The night of the gala, Harper wasn't in the car. A mannequin was, and a military-grade jammer hidden under the seat. When the ambush came, 4 black sedans, 8 armed men, it all looked perfect, until the signal hit. Lights exploded, communications went dead, and shadows moved in from both sides. Noah and his team descended like ghosts. 2 minutes of chaos. One by one, the attackers dropped. The last one, Leland, tried to run. Noah tackled him, disarmed him, and whispered, "You don't get to walk away." But Leland laughed through broken teeth. You think this was the play? You were guarding the body while we were killing the soul. Cypher's voice crackled in Noah's ear. Marcus is in the server room. He's wiping the entire company, every patent, every file. It's a purge, Noah, not a theft. They raced back, Harper with them. She was the only one who could unlock the Genesis core, the one server that held the soul of her company. Marcus was there, waiting with a gun. His hands shook. You think your father built this? I did. I made it all run. He gave you the credit. Not anymore. Harper ran. Marcus raised the gun. Noah tackled him just as the shot went off. Harper ripped the panel open, found the cable Cypher described, and pulled. A crack like thunder. Sparks flew, and everything went still. Cypher's voice returned trembling. The purge is halted. You saved it. It's all still there. A year later, the world had changed. Strathmore, Marcus, and Leland were behind bars. Harper's company rose again stronger, and in a quiet valley upstate beneath the autumn leaves, a small wedding took place. Lucy served as flower girl, ring bearer, and DJ. Maggie cried through the whole thing. Cypher appeared on a tablet chewing gum and pretending not to care. Harper wore a simple dress. Noah wore peace like a new suit. You saw me, she whispered, sliding a ring onto his finger when I was surrounded by liars. And you saw me, he replied, when I was hiding from myself. But don't let the soft ending fool you. The world hasn't changed that much. For every Harper, there's still a Strathmore watching from the shadows. For every Lucy, a circle of red ink waiting to be drawn. So here's the question, my friend. Who's really watching you? And if the time came, would you be the one who moves? If you believe loyalty and betrayal aren't always where they seem, drop a comment. If you think a janitor can be the deadliest man in the room, share this story. And if you've ever been underestimated, tell us how you prove them dead wrong.